Okay, good evening everyone. It's President's News on the 24th of June 2020. We're here at the track on this warm night. The summer solstice is on the wane, and believe it or not, the days are getting shorter now. It would be the Paris Handicap tonight. I know a few Wednesday nighters have been out. I saw Drew Grace and John Butler recovering from their summer running. Found it very hot out there today as they returned to the clubhouse. They caught up with Dave Appleton. Nice to see people starting to get together, albeit socially distanced. Sean Lightman was at the clubhouse earlier as well for one of his race walk sessions. So really good that people are managing to get back out. There are a few groups I can see down at the track around me. John Blackie's got a group going. Roy Dickens is here with Rose Bennett, and Ian Dibbins is down at the far end. I've also seen Clem Leon tonight, so lots of activity down at the track. Good evening, Margaret Baldwin. Good evening, Karen Desborough. Hi, Anne Cilia. Hello again, Dave Appleton. Nice to have seen you earlier on. Glad you could tune in and catch us. Hi, Pete Rogers. How are you? And John Wakeman. Nice to see you. Well, if you're looking for a 5-kilometre race, Ian Furla has shared details about the England Athletics 5-kilometre virtual championships. Those are the 11th to the 13th of July. Details are on the Facebook page. And what better way to prepare than to do the BBHAC 5-kilometre virtual race. Entries close 5 p.m. this Sunday. If you are sending in 5-kilometre times for the handicap, they can come from longer runs. You can extrapolate them and send those in. We really want to encourage people to get involved in this event. We've had so many runners, more than 30 at the last event. It'd be great to get even more. Great to have people out. And of course, people would have been doing a 5-kilometre tonight for the Paris Handicap. This week, the Wednesday nighters were running around golf courses. Past President Anne Cilia went to Knoll, wondering if she saw any deer. It's always nice to catch them first thing in the morning as you run through the mist. Adrian was at Sundridge, as was Zoe Kingsmill. And Bob Minting took a breathtaking run over the cliffs next to East Devon. I went up market and went to Sunningdale, a real golf course in the week. Bob Minting has also shared a podcast from his son Simon for cardio interval training. So details of those are on the Facebook group, or you can find it on Anchor if you're familiar with podcasting. This week's challenge is to pass blue plaques. So I'd love to see where that's going to take Rob Brown and Bob Minting this week. Pat Cownan has put together nearly all of the British League rankings since 1969. So check out Mike's website for those. Really great to see some of the rankings on there. I'm waiting for Nick Swatton to complete his review of the Southern Athletics League to see where I stack up in that famous run in the 800 metres from Chelmsford last season. BB Harriers Live this week, we interviewed Kalechi, or certainly Holly Platt did, who already ranks third for high jump on the British Athletics League lists. He made his intentions clear that he wants to have a crack at pole vault in the 400 metres, but I can tell you that he also ranks on Pat's lists in the triple jump as well. So very versatile athlete Kalechi, and it's really great to see his interview. You can catch that on YouTube, of course. Subscribe to BB Harriers AC on YouTube, and you can catch all of those films. This week we have a very different Harriers Live. We have life member and IAAF coaching guru Frank Dick, who some of the older members will realise was also Daley Thompson's coach. So catch that from 6 p.m. on Sunday on Instagram. A big thank you to Alice Platt, who has put together the flyer for that one. That's going to go out tomorrow when I get a chance to smash it all around the Facebook groups. Really is great to have Frank on. Really will be interesting to hear his views. Very, very experienced coach. Rubs shoulders regularly with Seb Coe, really from the top of the sport. So really going to be a special one this Sunday, 6 o'clock on Instagram. I don't have any birthday news from you, but I do have a special anniversary to mention. Jane Bradshaw and Jason Short celebrating 24 years of marriage, so congratulations to them. And everyone will be pleased to note that notable establishment, Henry's, is reopening on the 4th of July. So I hope that goes well, Dennis, with your reopening there. It's been tough, I know, on a lot of people's businesses through lockdown, but great people are now starting to manage to open up. And as the lockdown continues to relax, the House and Social are Zooming tomorrow on how to further reopen the clubhouse facilities. So the good news is we'll all be able to buy Ken Daniel a drink very soon, hopefully. Work continues at Norman Park. You can hopefully see there's larger groups operating in the zones behind me. A big shout out to Roy Dickens, Mark Purser, Steve Rowe, Paul Ostrich, Simon Kerr, and the others that are helping them on continuing on that reopening work. We've also had a lot of activity from Track Secretary John Hubbard, who's been working hard on the upcoming competitions, so the National Athletics League, and keeping us in touch with what's going on with the YDL, or certainly the trophy meetings to replace the YDL this season. Now, tonight we have a 300 club draw. Number 30, Pete Shepherd, if you're watching, you've won £100. 189, that's Gazette hero Wilf Orton, has also won £100, but winning £300 this evening, because it is a big draw, is number 84, and that is past President Dick Griffin. Congratulations to you. Look forward to you buying all the drinks on the House and Social Zoom tomorrow evening. Well, thank you for tuning into President's News. It's from the track. We'll of course try and make it another versatile venue next week, but hope you're staying cool on these summer evenings, and catch up with you next week. Goodbye.